Here's how it works. Our life is going along and something happens that interrupts our routine. We have a job, a house, and suddenly something happens. The job relocates, the house burns down, something, right? Jack wakes to a beanstalk, Romeo meets Juliet, Charlie finds a golden ticket, something happens. What happens next? That's the story. We know this. The dragon must be slayed, the princess saved, the zombie horde must come this day. Someone's gotta hit us on the freeway or there is no story to tell. And so, when we see change coming, we naturally hide. Like it's a bully in the street, we don't want to face it. We embrace it like a snarling dog. Not cute. Like a sandpaper suit, we don't want to get near it. A lawnmower and a Harley singing off-key inside a jet engine. If we hear it, it's loud, abrupt, abrasive. When it takes us, it forces us to bend. It makes us twist, contorts us. And if no one comes to save us, we are irrevocably changed. Wasn't so long ago, the transformation seemed just that simple. Well, now we know different. So we know that transforming the Sonic that was into the Sonic that is, into the Sonic that will be, is not as easy as pushing a big red button. Now we know that the caterpillar doesn't just become the butterfly, it is the butterfly waiting to become, but we didn't know it then. Then, happiness was as easy as skipping rocks, breaking bottles, giving your best girl a dead frog, and transforming was just turning something into something else. Like you're a robot, then you get twisted into a truck, and now you drive around the bedroom. Or you're a truck, and you get twisted into a robot, and now you want to hang out wherever Barbie is. See, this is before the movies or the show, when it was just toys, and the noise of change was laughter. It's like this in real life, except the transformative moment isn't so easy to see. You're one thing, something happens to you, but if it was transformative, you will only know it after. I learned this the day my friend got a chemistry set, and I saw what transformation really is. Something becomes something it has never been and ceases to be what it was. Like the first time you hold your infant son. His hand grasps your finger, reaction, transformed, what you do after, that's chemistry. Not just change, a change so impactful it leaves you forever altered. Paul McCartney met people all the time, nothing. Then he met John Lennon, reaction, transformed, what they did after, or peanut butter. Peanut butter is just peanut butter till it met chocolate, or jelly, or a milkshake. Or how about a car horn? That's not transformative unless it's the first sound falling on deaf ears after 17 years of silence. Then traffic jams or concerts and 1,000 horns honk like violins playing from gridlock cars. The change that changes us, makes us who we are. There is looking at the moon, and then there's looking at the moon while standing on the moon. That is how Neil Armstrong saw the stars. Reaction, transformed, what he did after. Most of you probably don't remember when you got your first tie. You don't remember because you don't care. But there's a guy in Georgia who got his first tie from his grandfather, and he's about 5. At 23, he's got the world record of 60,000 ties. Cool hobby? Psychological imbalance, tomato, tomato, either way, chemistry, reaction, transform, 60,000 do-afters. I know a guy in Africa who met children forced to bring a whistle to a gunfight, who are expected to whistle whenever they see a soldier. He created this nonprofit aimed at ending violence in the Congo. There are moments that set us on a course, moments that gather a whole community in its wake and bind it. When tragedy strikes, some people lose their voice, some people find it. That is the chemistry of the moment. The story unfolding, the beauty of what we would become. We can't always control what is done, but what we do after is always ours. How we live, what we collect, the inertia of a chemistry set, the momentum of a process turns change into progress, into a feeling so strong, all those caught in its gravity transform. We've all seen lightning, all been caught in a storm. We know how rare the moment is when you get hit hard by life in all its glory, the inciting incident of the story of your life, the smack in the mouth, kiss of a girl that becomes your wife, the glimpse of sunrise in the eyes of an opportunity that becomes your redemption. If all life is distraction, what will be the one thing to grab your attention? Hold it hard with both hands so you cannot look away. What will be the last stand on the first day of the rest of your life? What passion will whistle in your ear, Windsor itself to your heart with neckties? What voice of progress will you hear that allows you to realize this isn't about speakers, whistles, ties. It's not about metrics and pops, coney dogs and fries. This is about what gets you out of bed, what makes you rise. This is about Troy Smith Sr. taking a moment to apologize for not saying thank you more to the people that mattered most because he knew. You don't get great results without great people, and when you have great people, no matter how many times you thank them, you never thank them enough. He also knew you don't make millions feeding millions by seeing them as millions. You do it by seeing them as one person after another a million times, by seeing your family in every line and thinking, I'll feed each family the way I feed mine. I'll put laughter in their mouths and memories in their bellies if that is our concern. If we make people feel good while feeding them good food, they will return, not just for the food, but for the experience, because the experience is the thing that sets you apart. A business, that's just a business without a heart, and in the food business, good food should be the norm. So, changing what's on your menu, that's just change, but changing the experience of the menu can transform the experience of the food. Sometimes, getting where you want to be requires you go slow, but when you are able, you don't wait. You go forward at sonic speed, you get there first. Being America's #1 drink stop suggests you have a thirst for innovation. 1,063,953 drink combinations suggest you are a team of chemists with flavorful imaginations. You're currently the 4th largest hamburger quick service restaurant in the nation, and that is an incredible accomplishment. So, when you look around, it's natural to think, why change what's working? Let's stand our ground. But in a changing world, to maintain, you can't stand still at the speed of sound. Drink a toast to what you've done, but be warned, the limeade will soon be warm, because the future requires ice and a willingness to transform, and that is how you sonic. Sometimes it doesn't work, but that don't mean you don't try. You have to be willing to fall if you want to fly, and that is how you sonic. You risk, you embrace change, you try new things, like onion rings. Onion rings, Charlie Pappy likes them, so he learns how to make them fresh and serve them hot. He charges a dime more than fries, and people bought like tots. Dwight Van Dorn, he sees the future, so despite what his partners thought, he believes people will buy. He decides to try. He sneaks a small box into the freezer, and he's right. He transforms Sonic that night, and that is how you do it. You honor your past by changing your present to become your future. Troy Smith happens upon a hot dog stand in the middle of a storm. He orders a lightning bolt through a speaker and is transformed by what the moment means. The transformative moment happens when you realize you have seen the future becoming the present and you act. That is how you sonic, like that, like Steve Jobs with a computer, Jackie Robinson with a bat. That is how you sonic, like that, by understanding going where no one's been, you gotta make your own map. That is how you sonic, like you can change with the industry or change the industry and make the industry react, and that is how you sonic, like that. Stop being Top Hat, that's simple. Just change your name to become Sonic, that's harder. You have to change the game, and that is how you sonic. Good work is rarely easy, and easy work is rarely good, but that doesn't mean there aren't some moments where everything comes easy. There are some moments, like now, when you can happen on, stumble upon, drive up to an experience that can transform you, where all possibilities come to life before your eyes. And if it feels overwhelming, take a breather, loosen your tie, relax, think about how do you want your story told. Decide how you want your life to unfold, and then as easy as pressing a big red button, all the choices narrow down to one. In this, your 60th year, roller skating around the sun, remember, some handshakes shake things up. When Troy met Charlie, that was one. You are either what you do after, or you are already done. Top Hat didn't become become Sonic, it was Sonic, waiting to become. As soon as you are ready to embrace your future, the transformation has begun. Chemistry is in action, the lightning bolt is ready to be flung. Honor your past, change your present, embrace your future. Become whatever you'd like to. You are standing in a storm. Just let the lightning strike you, and when it does, transform. Thank you.